Hey beautiful people, welcome back to new video. Today is a Q&A time, which means that I will be answering to your questions which you wrote on the community on my YouTube channel. So I've got a few questions which are really interesting, and we will talk about what kind of books I read, a little bit about my painting, so how I get inspired, how I keep myself motivated to create, and a little bit about my meditation techniques, and a little bit about that, how to sustain that energy of staying in this new self zone, if I can say that way. So if you are interested in those informations, you can stay on this video and watch till the end. I also love tea. This is mint, which is my favorite tea. Okay, so let's start with the first question. Who is your meditation guru? I really don't have any meditation guru. I started meditating by doing guided meditations on YouTube. I was also reading a lot about meditation and a lot about mindfulness. So that's how I started. It was, I think, 5 years ago. And actually, the main thing that I started meditating was sport, because I'm doing extreme sports, freestyle mountain biking, and there was a lot of fear including in this sport. You know, when you want to progress but you're afraid of something. And I was searching for the ways how to overcome that fear, and that's why I came to meditation. But when I started meditating more seriously, or when I started getting deeper into meditation, into myself, into my heart, I found out so many things. I found out that this sport based most of the time on ego. You always want to prove something to others and things like that, and it changed myself, and it changed my perspective or perception on the sport. So I changed many things about the mindset of that sport. So I still doing it, but now I'm doing it for myself, just for fun, not for showing others what I can do, or like just for my own joy, which I'm really grateful for that, because I don't feel afraid anymore, because I will progress when I want to progress, but when I don't want, I will not let anybody to push me, or to go to competition that somebody will push you to, you need to do this and that. So I'm really grateful. Meditation actually saved my life in many ways, if we look from that side. So yes, I don't have any meditation gurus now, but I found many great people on the internet, like now Joe Dispenza, for example. His meditations changed my meditations techniques totally, because I've never felt such a strong energy in my body before. And it reminds me on Kundalini Yoga. His meditations reminds me on Kundalini Yoga, because on Kundalini you are focusing on moving that way that you are producing the energy from the root chakra, or the root energetic point, and moving it through your spine to your brains. And Joe Dispenza is doing the same, but on his own way, which means that you don't even need to move your body in some sort of ways to achieve that state of being. So that's why I'm really grateful for Dr. Joe Dispenza for showing the world his techniques of meditations. And yes, like I said, I truly never felt so strong energy before. And I can say now probably that he is my meditation guru, but I actually don't know him in person. I would love to know him. And yes, that's probably it for this question. The next one is, what books do you read? I love reading. When I was a kid, I hated books because school teaches you that way, and you think that books are just, some stories which you need to read because you need to study that and things like that. So I build up some sort of hate to books, but when I moved to my girlfriend's place, there was a book in our room, in the closet, and this book was like staring in me. It was always there, but I saw that book, but I never took it into my hands and read it. But one day I decided to take this book and check it out, what it is. I feel like I need to read it, and the name of the book was Dreamers Never Sleep. I don't remember who's the author of the book, but this book opened so many doors for me. It was the first book I've read for like self-developing and for exploring our personalities and our self, that everything is possible, that all the things people told us are not true, that only thing which is really true is what you feel inside your heart. So after that I started reading lots of different books, and I will show you today some of my favorite books, but I need to tell you that I'm reading from spirituality, from science, from business, from movement for our body, and I'm trying to read a little bit about everything, because life is a little bit of everything. You can't go just in one way and say that you know everything, or you can just study one thing and then teaching people or helping people, because life is not just one way. Life is infinite ways, infinite possibilities. So I want to learn a little bit about everything. So one of my favorite books, I will show you. Here is one, Home with God. It's from Neil Donald Walsh. I really love this author and I recommend it so much. This one is talking about our death, about what happened after you die and things like that, which is really interesting, and it's written so understandable. I think even if someone who this would be the first book he would read, he would understand it. And I love all his books. Then here I have some of the Dalai Lama. His books are I love them. I would say that one of my favorite book would be The Path to Happiness from him, I think, because he explains how to master your mind, and also in really unique and kind way that really understandable. So again, everybody can understand his teachings. And then I have here one from Osho. You probably know Osho. This one is Slovenian, but Osho is another great guru. I love him, and his books also changed my life. I would not recommend one of his books, but all his books I would recommend to you, because every time you read his teachings, it's like you you came into a different state of mind because he's so open to everything, and again he's teaching about everything so in his way, his open way, and it's really easy again to understand him. But if you are looking from the side of ego, you will say that he's talking a bullshit. But you really need to be open for this kind of books. So if we go now from a little bit out from spirituality, but a little bit of everything, I would recommend Think and Grow Rich. This one again is Slovenian one, so you will not understand it. It means Zideo do bogatstva. It's a Slovenian name for Think and Grow Rich from Napoleon Hill. I think it's one of the best-selling books from all times. And he was talking about how our mind controls reality, and he was talking everything about it like years ago, so long ago, like when industry is starting developing, and he was researching everything about it and how to become a successful person. You need to develop all the ways in your life, not just one, not just focus on the money and you will make something out of it, but happiness, relationships, love, peace of mind, everything about yourself. And when you will get all those things, life will start to grow in all the ways. So I really love his work. This book is it's like a blessing. You can read it every year to remember the things, and if you will go step by step from this book, you will achieve anything, like all the goals you have. So the next book would be, this one was a great one, Kundalini. I bought this one on Amazon from Kimberly Moon. This one explains how Kundalini awakening feels like. Kundalini is again some sort of name of energy, but what now science is doing, we are slowly erasing the names of thus knowing things or knowing experiences, because people are still holding to those names, and when they are afraid of that name, like meditation for example, some people think that it's somehow connected with religion, they are afraid of it. And same is with Kundalini or with chakras or whatever you took from spirituality. Some people are afraid of that, so you can say just energy and you can talk about the same thing as Kundalini or as chakra, or but this book teaches me that I achieved before that awakening, that feeling when you connect your heart with your brains, like heart and brains coherence, and when your energy from the root chakra is going to your brains and that connection is like awakening. I felt it before, but I didn't know that this is it. So this book helped me explain that I already achieved it, and because it felt great, but if you don't know what it is, it's hard to explain. So this book helped me explain what I felt or what I've experienced. So these are just a few of books. I would totally recommend also from Joe Dispenza all of his books. I don't have any of it here because I love to borrow it to my friends to help them also. But yes, it's a lot of books out here, so these are just a few of the books I would recommend to to all of you. If we go now to the next question, do you meditate every day? If yes, how you meditate, what kind of meditation you practice, and how long? Okay, to answer the first question, yes, I'm meditating every single day. And if yes, how you meditate, what kind of meditation you practice, and how long? So it really depends of the day, but I'm trying to meditate for at least 1 hour a day, because if I meditate 1 hour a day, it got me in the state of being when I can feel peaceful for all my day, and I can create my day. Like, many times happened to me before that I was creating in the meditation what I would like to happen today. And at the end of the day I was writing gratitude, and I saw that all those things happened, or just some of them, which was really nice. And after I experienced that for a few times, I saw that we are the creators. And that's why I'm practicing meditation every single day. Sometimes in the morning, sometimes in the afternoon. When I was younger, I was like going to sleep in the afternoon when I felt tired. Now I'm going to meditate, and I feel even better when I came out of the meditation with more energy, and I really like that way, because it's a totally different feeling. If I sleep in the afternoon, I feel like weird till the end of the day, like totally dead without energy and anything. But if I'm meditating in the afternoon when I'm tired, I gain this energy back again, and I connect with my heart, and I stop overthinking, and that helps me a lot. And also I'm meditating because of my creativity, because of my paintings. If I want to create a new painting, I go to meditation and I set clear intention that I would like to see my next painting, and that's how it appears. So the next question was also how or what kind of meditation you practice and how long. So as I said, I'm meditating from 20 minutes to 1 hour or 1 hour and a half. It depends of the mood I am, but 1 hour is like that perfect meditation. And what kind of meditation? Sometimes I just put the music in my ears. Like, I love those frequency musics or frequency sounds. Like, I think it's 524 hertz of hertz, the sound of 524 hertz. But there's many of those different hertz which are really good for our brains, and that's what I'm doing many times in my meditations. But sometimes I find guided meditation or on YouTube, or just I'm doing my own way. So my meditation looks like, firstly, I'm breathing deeply to relax myself. Then I'm started to connecting with my heart. So if we put the hand on our heart, we close our eyes and start breathing and focusing it into the point where is our hand. So that's how we can start focusing into our heart position, into our heart. And if we are doing this long enough, we will feel that connection, we will feel that honesty of our body, and that we are safe. We are totally safe, because that's how we can listen to our heart and not our thoughts. And that's so important to me. And when I'm in that state, I can stay here like forever. And after that state, I can start creating my day. So it's coming back to our mind, but in a different way, different energy, and that's where we start to creating. So firstly, I connect with my heart, and second, I go to create. And after I stop creating, I go to gratitude. I say thank you for the things which I want to create as they are already created. And that's how my meditation looks like. So I hope I explained it well, that you can understand, and we can now go to the next question. Okay, this one is a little bit longer. I've been doing meditation based on Joe Dispenza's teaching recently and trying to maintain the new self throughout the day. I've had some success. Some days are amazing. Other days I feel stuck in the old self and feel like I have no energy to shift out of the old familiar negative thought patterns. Does this simply indicate that it is a time to let go of the old emotions, energy? I would say that it's totally normal. Some days are good, some days are not so good, and even for me, some days meditation is like I can't get into the state of blissfulness or the state of peace. Some days are just your mind is full of things from the past and from the future, so it's hard to get into that state. So it's totally normal. So all you can do is just stay consistent, because people many times stop when it comes that day that they are not feeling so relaxed in meditation, they quit. But if you will practice on and on, you will get better in it. But life is a balance. So there are good days and there are bad days, and it will always be that way. But when you are conscious of that life is just a balance, these good and bad days will not distract you, because you're just flowing in this river of life, and that's a fun journey. So yes, it's totally normal. You just practice and be patient. If you have proof that you can achieve it because you had a good meditation, you can definitely know that it will come again. So you are good, you are strong, and you are on the right track. Just keep up. Todd, I haven't had enough time to know for sure. Could you comment on having a lack of energy when trying to change? Thank you. Yes. When you're 100% conscious about what you want to change, you will have energy. But when we are lost in our minds from all the thoughts we have from the day and the day before, we have a lack of energy. So it's great to find a time of the day when you feel the most energetic. Like most of the people find it in the morning, because you've just waken up and you're still in that state of mind where your brains are almost sleeping but you're awake, but your body is full of energy. So at that point, if you will start to creating your new self, you will have enough energy for it. But you will always find the energy when you will connect with your heart. So even if you have a lack of energy, like I said, I'm meditating sometimes even in the afternoon when I have a lack of energy for creating my new self. I still go to meditate and I start to connecting with my heart, because you will feel that energy from your body. You start to create your energy. You are like a huge battery, so you can create that energy. Even if you have a lack of energy, you can create it, but it takes time. So it's totally normal that sometimes you have a lack of energy, but you will start to learn to listen your body. When is the best time to go create your new self, and when is the best time to just relax. So you again need to find just that balance when you will create a new self and when you will go to relax yourself, to gain the energy to. At that point you can also practice the self-love and gratitude, because it all helps you to gain your energy. And I just posted yesterday my guided meditation for self-love, and I'm sure that it can help you also in that way. What makes you motivated to create your artwork? There's so many things which keeps me motivated. The first one is I really want to help others, and I know that if my paintings are coming from my experiences, from meditations, from my this I would say mystical moments when I'm seeing these visions, and with combining those knowledge from the scientists and from other spirituality, I think if I can create the picture out of everything combined and show it to the people who are working on it, who wants to develop, yourself, I'm sure that those paintings can help every individual on his or her journey. So that's my biggest motivation. And also another really strong motivation is that painting for me is like meditation. It puts me in this non-time zone. When I'm painting, I don't think about anything. I almost forgot totally about my body. I just painting, and I connect to that flow of life where things are just happening and like ideas are just flowing through me on the canvas, and this feeling is so good that it's like I said, it's same like meditation, and that's why I'm so motivated to do it. And being creative for me is like, it's like everything, because I know how it is when you are not creative, because I've spent a lot of my time, or I've spent a lot of my life not being creative because I was at the job I didn't like, or I had many jobs that I didn't like to do, and it was like killing my creativity. So I know how it is when you're not creative, and because now I know how it is also when I am creative, I'm so motivated to stay in that zone, because life is so beautiful when you look on the life from the creative perspective, through your creative eyes, because we are all creative beings. But you can always choose about non-creative life or creative life. And if you will choose this creative life, when you will start to create your reality, when you will start to do what you love all the time, when you will start listening your heart, you will see that there's no way you will go back to that non-creative life. And that's what keeps me motivated. So for all of you who feel me here, who know what I'm talking about, you know it's true, and when you feel that creative life, nobody wants to go back. And everyone who is in that creative life wants to help others to also come here into this part of life. And that's what's so amazing about everything about creativity, and that's why I'm sharing my paintings with you, that's why I'm sharing this knowledge, that's why I'm doing those videos, and that's why this channel exists. So thank you so much everyone again. Thank you for watching, thank you for listening, Thank you for sending me questions. And if you would like to know more, just write in the comments below your questions. I will make another Q&A and I will answer all your questions, so feel free to write down whatever you are thinking about. And this is it for today. I'm sorry if this video is too long, but that's how it is. That's how it is with all those informations. So I love you guys, I love you everyone, and I'm sending you all the love, all the blessings. Have a wonderful day with all the miracles, and stay open with your heart. Listen to your heart and do what you love. Try to do what you love all the time.